Hey everybody, Jeff Joyner here coming to you from Death Valley National Park. Really gotten into visiting national parks these last couple of years. And just in the last year, I've been at a bunch of national parks, Joshua Tree, Yosemite, Yellowstone, Sequoia, and been really looking forward to getting out to Death Valley. This is the largest national park in the contiguous United States. It's, I think, like 3 million acres. And I was going to come in the summer, last summer, and it's the hottest place in North America. And so now it is mid-January right now, 2025. And so perfect time to be visiting here. I am going to check it out, plan on actually spending 2 days here in the park, and so let's see what we can see. So I've been to, I think, about 20 national parks, and most of them are in moderately populated areas, the ones that I've been to. But this is, kind of feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. This is right on the border of California and Nevada. And this is the entrance. I've already passed the welcome to the park sign. And it just looks desolate. And it doesn't look very busy right now. I mean, this is a Saturday morning. And national parks I've been to, you go to Yosemite on a weekend, God, it's packed. So we will see. Man, this first road is like climbing. It started like at 1,000 feet elevation, then 2,000, and then 3,000. Just passed a sign that said 4,000. I'm like, so stop. First thing I kind of come across here, coming from the way that I came, is a village called Stovepipe Wells. They got cabins and a general store and some gas. One of the things I've learned about national parks is get some gas when you can, because they don't always have a lot of gas. Alright, we are right at sea level. Alright, I'm at the Mesquite Falls Sand Dunes. It just looks like you see in the movies the Sahara Desert or something. It's where they actually filmed the planet of Tatooine from Star Wars A New Hope, birthplace of Anakin Skywalker, teenage home of Luke Skywalker. It's more fine and powdery than any sand I've ever seen. There are miles and miles of those sand dunes. The tallest ones are like a mile away, but one of the park rangers told me you had to walk across a lot of sand dunes to get there. They used to have 20 mule teams that would haul the borax out of here. So borax is a type of salt mineral. That's what that yellow is. They would mine it here in the 1800s and haul it out till they found other places that had it that were much easier to get to. All the different colors you see, dark, yellow, white. There's gonna be a lot more colors in some of the other places I'm going. Very cool. Furnace Creek Visitor Center. Today, even though it's January, 71 degrees. Heading into an area called Artist Drive, and it leads up to a famous area called Artist Palette. But the colors of these mountains and hills are awesome. There's a lot of little side quests where you just kind of pull over and walk up a trail to see a view. Try one. There's all these cool places to stop along the way here. Just see the rocks. It's really very cool. There's an artist palette overlook. You can hike down here. Gosh, it's stunning. I told my wife I try not to do anything dangerous, but I climbed, I kind of bouldered all the way up to the top. Coming down was pretty difficult. There's rocks. That was the coolest part of my day so far. Phew! A little worn out from scrambling, bouldering, a little bit of even rock climbing maybe, I don't even know. But it was awesome, it was fun, and great views. Continuing the artist drive loop here. Oh, windy! When I'm going through these roads, through these little canyons, I think about how, at some point these were not paved. People used to just hike back here, take horses or donkeys. This wasn't even made a national park until the 1990s, I think like 1994. So this hasn't been a national park as long as parks like Yellowstone and Yosemite, Great Smoky Mountains, etc. Okay, I've never stayed at a hotel at a national park before because most of them don't have hotels, but they do have one here that is the ranch at Death Valley. There's kind of a swanky part and like a cheaper part. I'm staying in the cheaper part, I think. This is actually very nice. Dante's View. Much colder up here. Went from like 74 degrees down to about 40. Or much higher. Never seen a view anything like this. This is where in Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and the droids on Tatooine looked over at the Mos Eisley spaceport. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. It's kind of cool that they shot that here. Alright, so I'm climbing up to the upper overlook. What if I do these days hiking? Man, I gotta get in shape. I gotta remember this feeling when I'm at home. All right, that's where I'm gonna watch the sunset from. It is beautiful out here. On the side, beautiful view, full moon. Beautiful first day at Death Valley National Park. It's kind of cold. Temperatures dropped down probably into the 30s. Looking forward to another beautiful day checking this place out tomorrow. All right, day 2 at Death Valley National Park. Heading up to Zabriskie Point, which is supposed to be the best place to watch the sunrise. Seeing how the light of the sunrise shifts every few minutes, it looks really different. Seen some good sunrises in my day. This one is pretty epic. I'm at Badwater Basin, the lowest point on Earth. So there's hardly any water in Death Valley. There's this tiny little pool, and sometimes when they get rain, it grows and grows. Badwater Pool. They say it's extremely salty. It looks like snow everywhere, but it's salt. It's still pretty cold because I'm in the shadow of the mountain, but I'm about to be going across into the sunlight. You know, everything about this place is vast. I feel like growing up in Michigan and living in Ohio, I don't have a lot of vast. Wild. So the surface looks like snow, but it's like super hard. It's like tasty. Whew. It's salt. Super. It's almost like walking on concrete. You know, I read on the internet that this time last year, January, February 2024, they got some big storms out here, and this area flooded and formed a lake, which happens periodically over the decades and centuries. But it was deep enough that people were kayaking out here, and I didn't really appreciate it until I saw it myself. How unbelievable it would be to be out here kayaking. It's like the flattest, driest place I've ever seen. With a record temperature of like 134 degrees Fahrenheit, they said here. And it often gets in the 120s in the summertime. And so it is a little chilly and windy today, but I think this is by far a better time to visit the park. So right up there is Dante's View. That's where I watched the sunset last night, right up there. All right, that wraps up my visit to Death Valley National Park. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it's really cool. I don't usually do 2 days in a park. There's not always time for me to do that. There's not always a good location for me to stay overnight. This place has been on my bucket list for a while, and I'm really glad it worked out. Got to get ready to head out. I got to drive to Las Vegas. I think it's about 2 hours from here, maybe a little bit more. And got an event there day after tomorrow. And then from there, flying off to Minneapolis and then Gainesville, Florida, and then and then Charlotte, and then get a chance to get back home. But man, part of an epic life is seeing cool things wherever you go, and really enjoying getting out to these national parks. So we'll see you next time. Feel free to leave some comments down below. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time.